Number 8, Seth Shiboma. Number 25,
Carlos Claro.
Number 1, Justin Zuma. Number 3, Marcus Jordan. Number 4, Alan Ariaza. Number 10, Francisco Rivas. Number 6, Ismael Morales. And number 7, Kevin Judy Justin. Assistant coaches, Marcus Jordan, Justin Zuma, and head coach, Aaron Douglas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, soccer fans from the great city of Amarillo, Texas, it's time to get on your feet so we can greet our boys from the 806 Mama, representing the colors of the Yellow City, your
Well, last week the Amarillo Bombers were down 4-1 early in the first quarter against the undefeated New Mexico Runners, but they went on quite a run, and they defeat the New Mexico Runners by a final score of 21-12. They are 5-1 on the season, and in first place in the Midwest Division of M2 Soccer. They have the second best record in M2, right behind the Chihuahua Savage 2 at 6-1 in the Western Division. Ironically, the opponent today, 0-4, the Colorado Inferno, Mike Roden, have only scored 20 goals all season in 4 games. So 21 last week for the Bombers, 20 all season long for the Inferno. And we want to welcome everybody to Facebook Live, YouTube channel, and m2soccer.com. I'm Phil Woodall, along with our play-by-play announcer, Mike Roden, and quite a comeback last week for the Bombers.
Yes, it was, and I'm not sure anybody expected a 21-goal output by the Bombers in that big match last week. They had been pretty good offensively all season long, but had not shown anything like that. And it just kind of snowballed, and well, there was no stopping the Bombers last week. Now, will they have any sort of letdown here this week, tonight, against the Inferno, who've been struggling so far this season? Well, hopefully not for Bombers fans, but nonetheless, it's a game, Phil, that I think could give them trouble if they don't come out ready to play tonight.
And they can't look ahead because they've got a tough one coming up Friday night on the road at the Wichita Wings, although they defeated them twice, but we know how good the Wings are historically.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had some great battles with the Bombers and the Wings, and so that one definitely, especially on the road, will be a difficult match. So we'll see how this one goes. Here we go tonight as the Bombers are in their gold Amarillo National Bank jerseys here at home this evening. They've had the black, they've had the white, and now the gold here this evening. And very quickly, shot taken high and out of play by the Bombers. Kevin Alvidrez, boy, he has been good this season for Amarillo. And trying to get off to a quick start. Unlike last week, they didn't get off to as quick a start. But didn't matter. They righted the ship and came back with a vengeance.
First game of the year on December 17th, the Bombers won at Colorado by a final score of 13-5 and had a big 6-goal explosion in the second period and outshot them 50-45.
Jorge Gonzalez passing to the right side. Gonzalez had a huge game last week here at home. Here's Fredo Chavez all the way out close to the 20-yard line now on the other side of midfield. Treviso lays it in for Reyes. Tried to dump it back to Treviso, but couldn't get that pass off cleanly, and so it goes to the boards. Bombers have to retreat and reset on offense. Going to have issues reading the numbers of these Colorado jerseys. They're white jerseys with white numerals outlined in black. That one goes between the board and the glass, and so it will belong to Colorado. Inferno moving left to right across your screen here in this opening period. In the white uniforms, trimmed in black. Bombers, again, in the gold jerseys and the black shorts. Valenzuela for the Bombers, running it down in the corner. Julio Molina back with the Bombers this week. Hasn't seen any action the last few games. He's wearing number 3 for some reason tonight. Here's Jaime Carrillo as well, the Paladuro Don senior in the lineup for the Bombers as well. He had a nice game, as did really all of the players on the team last week. Chavez has to stop a tough shot by Luis Alvarado. And here's Carrillo back the other way for the Bombers. He'll shoot, and equally as good a stop on the other end. Another one off the foot of Conrad Goldborn that time. Nicely done. That is Justin Zuba in goal, I believe. Isn't that right, Phil? For the Colorado Inferno. Valenzuela wide of the mark. Kevin Alvidrez in there as well. That shot stopped by Fredo Chavez. Pretty good attempt. Daniel Grimaldo Campos. Gabe Williams on for the Bombers as the line change comes quickly. Also, first action of the night, or back on is Treviso. That was very nearly an on goal. Off the goalkeeper, doesn't matter, as Abel Olivas finds the back of the goal. And the Bombers strike quickly with 11:42 to go in this first period. And 1-0 Bombers on top.
That's what you want to do, is get off to a very quick start against a team that's undefeated and has not won a game, and make sure that they understand they can't win.
Give them the feeling that they're behind early and not let them have any traction getting into the match.
Goal number 7 of the year for Olivas.
He's been a good one, not only this season, but every season for the Bombers. Definitely one of the leaders on this team, Abel Olivas. Gasson comes up. Distributes down the field. Nothing there, though, for Ishmael Morales. This time it's Zarate with it for the Inferno. Now they'll work ahead to Rivas. He's a captain on this team, as is Marcus Jordan. Olivas with the takeaway for the Bombers. Sends it ahead. Nice defensive play to stop Treviso. Williams will just softly hit it back to Fredo Chavez.
And he'll softly send it back over to Gabe Williams.
Bombers work the right side. Jorge Gonzalez. I think he had, 4 goals last week?
Did indeed.
There is a foul on the far side. Good sportsmanship as Josue Jimenez helped up Miguel Reyes. Am I saying that right? Josue?
Josue. I just call him JJ.
Normally they don't pronounce the J with a hard J.
Yeah.
Treviso sends that one wide of the mark. Here comes the Inferno. Bombers get back quickly on defense. That's something they've done very well this season. And it was really a great defensive effort in addition to the offensive explosion last week for Amarillo.
And much of that came in the second half, of course, but big thing about it, they took on a great opponent in New Mexico Runners and just took, nice.
A drop by Reyes. And Carrillo was there. So were the defenders for the Inferno.
The ball goes out. Carrillo, of course, as everybody knows, is a senior at Paladura High School and is signed to play his college soccer at the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley down in, I believe, Edinburgh.
We'll be broadcasting Jaime Carrillo with his high school team on Monday night on our local network, Texas Panhandle Sports Network. So check it out. Goalborn right in front, but he hit it right off the chest of the keeper, Gasson. And the Inferno pretty fortunate there. Goalborn with the straight-on attack rather than being able to angle it away to either side of that goal.
So Goulburn last week really get inside the circle quite a bit and try to create some offense for the Bombers.
He and Miguel Reyes are really good at that center position. Carrillo with the hard shot. Inferno try to clear it. They do for a moment, but Gonzalez will run it down and then send it deep and right at Gasson. He didn't have to move a bit. Molina back on. He's trying to race out and does get a foot on that. That's one thing about Julio Molina is his speed is tremendous. And they have a really speedy team with Carrillo in there as well. And there you see Carrillo getting back to deflect that shot attempt. Campos with a blast, but it blocked away by Chavez. To Carrillo, right side to goal board. Here's Molina. Molina takes the left-footed shot high and out of play. Line change for the Inferno now.
Yeah, I think we had issues with their numbers last year of identifying them, so we may have to do it by hair and by shoes.
Whatever we can find to help, because those numbers just are almost invisible from up here top of the Cal Farley Coliseum where we are. Phil's got the binoculars. Of course, I left mine behind tonight for some strange reason. This is, by the way, the third match I have broadcast today. Did two earlier today for one of our local high school teams, the Tascosa Rebels, girls and boys, as they got big wins over Plainview. And tonight it's the Amarillo Bombers.
And also had the debut of Amarillo. Oh, there's a shot.
Valenzuela with the goal as Miguel Reyes with the back heel. And Valenzuela put it past Gasson.
Or Zuba, the goalkeeper.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I keep thinking Gasson is in goal.
He's the backup guy.
I see that. I even checked Zuba as the starter. But
and by the way, for Valenzuela, that is goal number 8 on the season.
Makes it 2-0 with 7:33 left to go in this first quarter. We've got a timeout from Amarillo as the Bombers are off and running in this matchup with the Inferno with 2 first-period goals. This goes to show you, Phil, the difference in indoor and outdoor soccer this afternoon. There were 18 total goals scored in the 2 games that I broadcast on the high school level. Wow. 10-0, Tascosa winning on the girls' match, and 7-1 for the boys winning. And still, they didn't surpass the Bombers last week in one game. They had 21 against the New Mexico Runners. So I mentioned this afternoon on our coverage to come watch the Bombers. It is a fast and furious style of soccer in this small indoor arena, and it is fun. So we're back to play after the Valenzuela goal and the timeout. Just over 7 minutes left to play in this first period. 4 15-minute quarters. That's a powerful shot by Jorge Velasquez, but it was way high.
Over on the other side is Luis Alvarado. They get it past him.
Goulbourne comes up with it for the Bombers. Drops it for Olivas. He'll work the far side for Gonzalez, I believe. A lot of players had big nights. When you score 21 goals, you're going to have a lot of players score, and boy, the Bombers did. We mentioned Gonzalez with 4. Vitor, haven't seen him yet tonight.
No, he don't think came in from McKinney. He's not on the roster tonight.
And that is a bullet for a goal for the far side by Treviso, I believe. In the corner, he didn't have much of an angle to work with, but he found it past Zuba and got it to the far post and inside for the goal, and it's 3-0 Bombers leading the Inferno.
And for Treviso, he leads the team with now 14 goals on the season.
Jorge Gonzalez with his 4 total last week has 11 on the season for the Bombers. Here's a quick shot and a turn away by Chavez. Trying to see who that shot was taken by, but couldn't quite tell.
I'm going to get you here in just a moment. He's got the bright colored hair. And he'll take the free kick here. It's number 10.
That is Francisco Rivas. And he plays it perfectly. Goal on the far side off the assist by Rivas. And the Inferno find the back of the net. Can you tell who that was, Phil?
May have to check the official stats on the scoreboard, so I'll get that to you here in a moment.
Again, the number's just impossible to read on these jerseys. But again, well played by the Inferno. Found the open man, got the quick strike goal past Fredo Chavez of the Bombers. So 3-1 our score now as Colorado's on the board. Alvidrez tried to work it off the boards.
Wings leading the runners 2-1 in the first quarter.
That ought to be a good matchup. Gonzalez with the footwork. Looking for an opening, can't find one. And the ball comes out and the Bombers give it away. Chavez was way down the field, but that one not anywhere close.
They give the goal to Luis Martinez.
So number 9, Luis Martinez. Got good position just to the left side of the goal. And his teammate found him. And the Bombers very nearly do the same thing. Molina with a shot off a great feed from Alvidrez. And now the foul whistled on the Inferno in front. I think that's against Ishmael Morales. So that will be a free kick inside the circle now, inside the arc for the Bombers. David Treviso. Oh no, it's Treviso on the tap to Valenzuela. And then back to Treviso. Didn't work though. Chavez comes near side with it. Inferno there. Here's Morales sending it ahead, but the takeaway by Valenzuela. Molina open on the far side. Has to drop it back.
I love the way these guys dribble the ball. I was watching their pregame workouts, and they work on that. And I said, man, if I did that, I'd be flat on my tuchus.
It's obviously a basic skill in soccer, and they do it well. Here's Fredo Chavez now. Across midfield, sends it in for Conrad Goldborn. Thought he was just going to turn and shoot it, but he left it for Valenzuela. And the save by Zuba in goal. And the Inferno will come out with it. 3-on-2. But they'll have to drop it back and reset the offense.
Yeah, the fluffy hair guy is Gudachesi. So that's our new deal. Fluffy hair, Gudachesi.
Here's Josue Jimenez sending it in for the Inferno. Nobody gaining control of it in the far corner. Finally, it deflects up where Chavez is able to grab it. Winding down this first period. Oh, and Goldborn is going to be, maybe not going to be called for that. There, finally, the whistle is blown. And Daniel Grimaldo Campos says, what does it take to get a foul call here? Not sure why the official, by the way, as you see, the official's in red tonight. And finally they got the call. Zuba sends it in. Able to leave us back on for the Bombers, but it's cleared away by Alvidrez, and then the shot sent high and out of play.
Shot that time by Jimenez once again. 3-1 Bombers, 3:23 left here in the first quarter.
Able to leave us. Right side to the goalkeeper, Fredo Chavez. Back to Olivas.
Well, one thing the Inferno have had difficulty is generating some offense.
Bombers get that blocked away. The shot taken by Gabe Williams. Carrillo comes to help defensively. Or I should say offensively, as they're in the offensive end.
Now the Inferno were outshot by the Bombers 50-45 in the loss, and then they were outshot 24-16 with the Bandits, 35-15 with the Wings, and then 38-25 in a loss to New Mexico.
Good block there by Francisco Rivas. Rodriguez to Olivas for the Bombers. Back to Rodriguez, showing some patience, trying to attack.
And many of you have noticed Fredo Chavez. He gets out there on offense. He's an integral part of their offensive attack.
Olivas goes down, no call. Carrillo with it. And not sure what he was trying to do there, but it didn't work. Even the good ones miss them occasionally and miss badly. And that happened right there to the high school senior, Jaime Carrillo.
I think this is third or fourth year with the Bombers.
Yeah, I think he played when he was a sophomore, started when he was a sophomore.
Be 3 years, so congratulations to him.
He's turned into an integral part of the team. Here's Conrad Goulbourne, sends it down for Carrillo, and that's why he makes a great first touch, but how about Zuba with the save?
Well, Zuba really that time was up against it with Carrillo, and he comes through.
Talk about the skill of that first touch by Jaime Carrillo. Here's Abel Olivas, 2-on-2 for the Bombers. Good move offensively. Zuba with another block, comes back to Olivas.
Minute 6 left here in the first quarter, and give credit, the Inferno's actually played some pretty good defense against the Bombers despite giving up 3 goals.
Carrillo punches that back for Gonzalez. Olivas will survey. 45 seconds and counting to play in this first period. Chavez comes up, challenged, so he'll send it in. Here's Gabe Williams. Gonzalez. Now Olivas with 35 seconds left. They go into Goulbourne, off the chest. Williams just shoots it wide. Boy, that would have been a beauty.
That would have been. And you see what Goldie's doing. He is down in that.
Using that big body.
Yeah, low post in basketball is what they call it.
Exactly. There's got to be a term for that position in the indoor game. I'm not sure what it is, honestly. There's a nice shot for a goal for the Inferno, and they, right before the end of the first quarter, strike again to pull within 1 now.
It's one of their captains, of course. That will be Francisco Rivas with the goal.
Nicely done. Bombers were applying all kinds of pressure in the last few possessions, but it didn't matter as Rivas drills one home. Last few seconds of this first quarter. Here's Chavez, just high. That will be out of play. Stopping the clock with 7.8 seconds. One last attempt here by the Inferno. If they can get a shot off, could tie it up at the end of the first quarter. And they do, but Chavez there to handle it, and that will do it. So pretty good action in the first period of this one. Bombers jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead, but the Inferno answer with the final 2 goals of the first period. And after one, it is Amarillo Bombers 3, the Colorado Inferno 2 here at Cal Farley Coliseum in Amarillo. We'll be back right after this quick break.
Mike Roden with you tonight on the broadcast on m2soccer.com, also Facebook Live and YouTube channel for the Amarillo Bombers. As Mike alluded to, the Bombers went off to a 3-0 lead with goals from Abel Olivas, Alan Valenzuela, and David Treviso, and then the Inferno came back with goals at the 6:19 mark by Luis Martinez, and then a real late one with 13 seconds to go by Francisco Rivas. So it's 3-2 Bombers. We head to the second.
See if that gives the Inferno a little bit of lift here going into this second period.
And of course, the team switched sides
for the second 15-minute period. Bombers quickly clear that out. Treviso runs it down. Alvidrez back in. Valenzuela takes it. Looking to get it into Reyes, and does. Poked away from behind. Nice defense by the Inferno. I think that's Marcus Jordan in there. He's one of the captains of this team as well. Got the defensive play that time. Shot deflected away by Zuba as Molina had a really good look in front of the goal.
He and Zuba are also listed as assistant coaches for the team. John Wells, the longtime coach, is just the general manager now, and Aaron Douglas is the man in charge. Bombers trying to put something together here to get back at 2-goal.
Reyes, but Zuba, again, Reyes kind of came off his position to the left side of the goal, and I think Zuba kind of sniffed that out, and he was there to make the play. Nice job by the goalkeeper of the Inferno. Here's Conrad Goldborn on the attack for the Bombers. Sends it across to Molina. He will drop it back for Alvidrez. Now to Goldborn. The drop, but Inferno there defensively. That's going to be, well, the referee says play on. Nice defensive play. Thought that was going to be a foul. But a nice defensive play by Kevin Alvidrez, who has it now for the Bombers. Rodriguez back to Alvidrez. Comes near side for Valenzuela. Shoots with the left foot, just wide. And Jorge Gonzalez had it go off his foot, so it'll belong to the Colorado Inferno.
Teams making switches.
Justin Zubia trots it down the field. Campos sends it right side. And here is Gonzalez being mugged from behind.
I guess they're going to let him play today.
Yeah, I think so.
Football would be pass interference, wouldn't it?
Here's Alvarado for the Inferno, in between two Bomber defenders. Still trying to get it out of the scrum, and Gonzalez does for the Bombers. Goes across, and just missing was Miguel Reyes. That from point-blank range.
Miguel will be kicking himself for that one. It was all set up for him on a great pass.
Gets it back here and sends it ahead. Gabe Williams pulls up with a hammy. And he's in some pain. They're going to have to stop play to get him off the field.
Oh, and I know how he feels. I've done that several times, and it doesn't even take me running.
Yeah, that can be awfully painful.
And Gabe was set up to make an attack on the left side,
sure
too.
was.
So 11:29 left here in our first half. 3-2 Bombers in charge.
Boy, it is physical. Conrad with the shove down there called for the foul.
Now, he's a muscular man. Just being by him down in the hallway, the breezeway.
Yeah, he's built.
He is indeed.
Obviously, works out with weights quite a bit. A great physique. Strong man. And he uses that position in front of the goal. Outside with his is Jimenez. He will drop it back. Couldn't get a shot away. Gets it back here, and Chavez turns it aside.
Alfredo Chavez making a really big save right there. This game would have been tied.
Boy, more physical play. Takeaway by Treviso of the Bombers. I think the referees are going to have to start calling it a little bit closer. There is a lot of hands involved right now. Alvidrez for the Bombers. In front, shoots. Blocked and saved by Justin Zuba. Bombers keep it in, though. 10:15 to go until halftime. Not as much scoring so far in this second half. In fact, there's been none. Second quarter, rather. And a nice header backwards by Gudichesi. And the shot for the far side for the goal. Is that Ismael Morales, Phil? I think number 6. Morales.
Number 12.
12, sorry. No, it's Morales, number 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they look like they were congratulating 12 quite a bit.
And all of a sudden, we're dead even again at 3 apiece with 9:59 to go in the second quarter. Quite a comeback, 3 straight here by the Colorado Inferno, when the Bombers looked like they were going to run away with it.
Well, that's one thing about it. You have a big win over an undefeated team, and then you go up against a winless team, and you kind of let down just a smidge.
Rivas got it to Jordan, but he misfired on the attempt. Here's Treviso for the Bombers. Good move, shoots, and the putback for Miguel Reyes of the Bombers. Justin Zuba made the first save, but right there, in the right place at the right time, Miguel Reyes at the 9:30 mark to play in the second period. And Reyes with his, 11th goal of the season, Phil?
12th goal.
12th.
He
had one earlier, yeah.
That was Treviso, went to 14. Miguel Reyes, this is his first goal of the game, so he now has 12. We've got Olivas, Valenzuela, Treviso, and now Reyes.
All right, so they put the Bombers back on top by a goal. Header popped up in the air. Molina directs it back out to Goulbourne for the Bombers. Good footwork by the big man. Olivas will drop it back for Fredo Chavez. Fredo all the way down to about the 10-yard line, shoots, and Zuba just got the left hand on it to deflect it away. And now Fredo has to hurry. That was a pretty good effort there to get it close to the goal. Just couldn't quite direct it the right way. And that's the risk you run. Thankfully, Fredo's got a little bit of speed, and he was able to hustle back.
Four, 3 of the Bombers leading.
Kick from the top of the arc here now for the Inferno. David Gudichesi goes left side. That one is blocked off the foot of Alvarado. Bombers having trouble clearing it out. Finally, Chavez makes the dive to corral the loose ball. Nice job by Gudichesi to keep it in for the Inferno. Chavez with a long pass. Jorge Gonzalez sends it left side for Conrad. Shot blocked by Zuba. Conrad gets it back. Carrillo in front. That went across, I thought. No, they say no goal. And quickly the Inferno try to counter. Here's Gudachesi. Bombers wanted the goal, didn't get it. And the shot back, and that's what happens sometimes when you don't keep playing. The goal by Francisco Rivas of the Inferno with 7:57 left, and they tie it up just as it looked like the Bombers were going to have a 2-goal advantage.
Second goal of the day for Rivas. Scored that late one with 13 seconds to go, and now he ties it up with 7:57 to go here in the half.
Well, and it just, from our vantage point, we're a long way from the goal, but it looked like that crossed the line down on the Bombers' end by Jaime Carrillo.
Well, in Colorado, to their credit, they got the call and they got it down quick, and the Bombers really did not have their defense set up.
Yeah, and they didn't. The Inferno did not stop on the play. Zuba quickly grabbed it and threw it deep down the field, and that's what created the opportunity for Colorado. They take advantage, and again, we're all tied up with a timeout on the field.
On that last sequence, Darius Cadell had checked in at defensive position from Amarillo High and also played at WT, as many of these guys did.
And of course, Chad Webb with definite West Texas A&M ties, since he's the women's soccer head coach.
Well, and the thing about the Bombers this season, they have a lot of that core group back. Vitor Patriani has gotten married, moved down to McKinney, so he's not available at all times, and I guess this was one of the weekends that he couldn't come back. He flew in last week for the game against the New Mexico Runners, and so, it is what it is, but he's got some core group guys out there who have a lot of experience playing this game, especially for the Bombers.
Well, as you said, that core group has been together now for the last 4 or 5 seasons at least, and that makes a difference. You get used to playing, and then Chad Webb and his staff have done a good job to add players along the way that have made a big impact as well, like Treviso and Alvidrez and Valenzuela, some of the others.
Even has another teenager suited up tonight, his own son.
Has a familiar last name, Sam Webb, is number 4. Not sure he'd get any playing time if it stays this close, though.
I would agree.
Here's Treviso for the Bombers, but double teamed by the Inferno defenders. Quickly back the other way. Jimenez had it for a moment. Alvidrez has it go out of bounds. That'll belong to Colorado.
Well, I think the Inferno came in here and said, heck, we're 0-4. Let's just play it to the hilt and see what we can do.
Well, they've given great effort so far, that's for sure. Takeaway here by Jorge Gonzalez for the Bombers, and he shoots, but Zuba right there to knock that one to his teammate. Reyes almost held it in. But the Inferno clear it. Race to the other end. And there's the whistle and the foul on Alvidrez.
Got the blue card.
And that's going to be a power play opportunity for the Colorado Inferno, and they could possibly take the lead with a, well, not possibly, they will take the lead with a goal here. But they'll have the man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Our first blue card of the night, which is amazing because we've had a whole bunch of fouling going on.
Yes, indeed, we have.
So it's going to be it's going to be a penalty kick.
Ooh.
And the captain will take it, Marcus Jordan, against Fredo Chavez of the Bombers.
Big moment right here.
Hometown crowd trying to give Fredo some encouragement. Here's Jordan. Shoots and scores. Rocketed it past Chavez and the Inferno lead it for the first time tonight. After trailing 3-0, they are now on top 5-4 with 7:08 to play in the first half. How about that?
I'm not sure that might not be their first lead because they were down to the Bombers.
Oh, yeah, it is their first lead tonight.
Yeah, in their other games because
I see.
Yeah, because they have not done much.
I'll tell you what, they're looking awfully good right now. Bombers have their work cut out for them here. But we know this Amarillo team is explosive. See if they can get it together here. They send it in. Backheel drop by Gonzalez. Here's Molina. They don't have Patriani tonight, but they do have Julio Molina, and he's a spark plug on offense as well. Alvidrez shoots and scores.
Well, that's what you got to have.
Kevin Alvidrez with a great first move, and then the left-footed kick past Zuba for the goal. And we're tied up again at 5 apiece with 6:36 left in the first half.
10th goal of the year for Alvidrez.
He's been another good offensive player for Amarillo.
Well, Treviso's got 14, Reyes has got 12, Gonzalez has 11, and now Alvidrez has 10.
So tied up at 5 again. Outside with it is Jimenez. Sends it far side. Good defense by the Bombers. Valenzuela in particular. And running it down will be Morales. Sends it in for Campos. He shoots just wide of the mark. Rebound off to Conrad Goldborn, but he loses control of it as Morales takes it away from him. Conrad gets it back, though. Stays in play.
Now, Daniel Grimaldo went off, and then he came back, and then he went off again. It was a breakaway.
Carrillo overran the ball just a little bit. Boy, they are going back and forth out there. And loose for a moment was Jimenez. Tried to center it off the boards. Taken away by Alan Valenzuela for the Amarillo Bombers. Gets it ahead to the speedy Jaime Carrillo. 2-on-2. He drops it for Valenzuela. Has to wait to set up the offense. Off the boards. Molina handles that very nicely.
Here comes Chavez.
Chavez.
Youngster what to do.
Directing traffic. Carrillo came to meet him. Sends it back. Inside now. Reyes drops it for Valenzuela. Beautifully done. Credit Miguel Reyes for the assist. And Alan Valenzuela with the goal for the Bombers to go back on top 6-5 with 4:48 to play in second period.
Second goal tonight for Valenzuela, and that gives the Bombers the lead once again at 6-5.
And that was a beautiful setup goal for Reyes and Valenzuela. Oh, that's a nice offensive move right there on the behind-the-back dribble by Alvarado. Still has it. Shoots high off the glass. Grimaldo Campos thought he could get a shot away. Couldn't quite do it. Or got it cleared, I should say, not a shot. Takes down Olivas. Yeah, that's just a little too aggressive by Daniel Grimaldo Campos.
Yep, number 5, and yeah, a good call for that for knockdown. Of course, we've seen almost the same kind of stuff tonight anyway.
Yeah, seen a lot of it. And good sportsmanship there from Campos to shake Olivas' hand. Let him know it's nothing personal. There's the shot just wide by Treviso. Didn't miss by much. Bombers keep the possession. Gonzalez looking to Olivas. To Reyes. Turns, but Zuba sniffed that one out and was right there to knock it away. Bombers will have to retreat.
Reyes taking position inside the arc that time, kind of like Goldie's been doing.
Yeah, they play the same position. And they both do it really, really well. Here's Treviso with the shot off the glass. Rebounded by Alvarado for Colorado. With the dribble down the left side and the shove from behind. And the takedown by Treviso. Whistled for the foul.
He said, well, I might as well try it. You haven't whistled much tonight anyway.
And he couldn't believe that one was called. Marcus Jordan with the free kick from a dangerous spot here, and it's just deflected wide by Alvidrez of the Bombers.
Oh, nice kick away that time.
Miguel Reyes with the defense for the Bombers.
Reyes with one white shoe and one black shoe.
I hadn't noticed that. Interesting.
Yeah.
That one sent in, deflected by Treviso. Out of play, so we'll have a kick at the top of the arc now by the Inferno. Grudachesi looks like he will take it. Approaches, sends it right side for Jordan. Bangs it off the glass, or off the boards, but the Bombers quickly the other way on a breakaway. Treviso, and the sliding shot is good by Miguel Reyes with the white shoe on the left foot this time, getting the goal.
And a little back roll to get himself up, but what a pass.
Oh yeah, beautifully played by the Bombers as Treviso slid it across the field, and Miguel Reyes had just enough room.
7-5, and Reyes with his second goal tonight.
Last two have been beauties by the Amarillo Bombers. Just under 3 minutes to go until halftime. Collision down in the corner. Molina slow to get up. Inferno keep the pressure on. They'll come left side for Martinez. He'll work it back to the right side to Morales. Sends it in, but Molina right there for the takeaway, and then is tripped up. No call. Julio wanted a foul, will not get it. Zuba sends it far side. Here's the little chip. Great first touch. The shot by Jimenez, stopped by Chavez. Long downfield pass to Goulbourne, and he gets it past Zuba.
And that'll be a big assist for Chavez, and Goulbourne with a big goal.
That's a great down the field pass by the goalkeeper of the Bombers, Fredo Chavez.
Goulbourne with his fourth goal of the year.
And with 2:01 left, we've got a timeout on the field. 8-5 now as the Bombers, after losing the lead, have rallied for, four straight now, Phil?
That's it. By the way, we wanted to explain to you, Mike Roden does the play-by-play. My job is to be the color commentator. That's the reason I told you about the different colored shoes on Miguel.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. It's not the best joke, but, it's cute.
It worked.
And I don't know why, but hey, it works for
Phil
him.
notices those kind of things. I would never have noticed that he has two different shoes on, I don't think.
Well, you have a different job to do.
Yeah,
we both do play-by-play. We both have done color. We've done practically it all. But my job is kind of let you know about different things going on, try to keep you up to date on the goals, and let you know how many on the season and stuff like that. So it's a cooperative effort.
Good,
and we're
good
just
tag
glad,
team,
yeah, and we're glad that everybody's with us. Again, tell our sponsors we appreciate them so very much. They're wearing the Amarillo National Bank 130 years and still here to stay. and let them know that you appreciate it. And of course, Dr. Parker and Parker Orthopedic, the owner of the team, does a great job, and great guy to be around. Originally from Hereford, but he loves his soccer team, and he's got them playing well. But if you find the guys that can take care of business, and Chad Webb was hired originally by Stephanie Tucker, the original owner, and give credit, he's done a great job.
And I'll tell you what, Dr. Parker has been promoting the team better in these last couple of weeks, and attendance has been better, and that's good to see. Bombers need a home crowd advantage, and they've been getting it in the last couple of weeks.
And they will face a tough challenge. That's coming Friday, 7 o'clock, as they'll take on the Wichita Wings. They beat them twice this year, but I got a feeling the Wings will be waiting for them.
Those two have had some great battles over the years.
Unbelievable.
Here is Jaime Carrillo streaking down the field, shooting Zuba with the save. Comes right back to Carrillo. He's going to drop it back for Valenzuela with 1:40 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Reyes distributing. Valenzuela gets another one.
Oh, and what a back foot pass by Reyes.
Yeah, he just kind of rolls it. He puts the foot on the top of the ball, rolls it back, or he hits it with the back of his heel. Can do it either way, and he's done it on several occasions tonight. Valenzuela comes up and thanks him for the feed because it was the easy put in for Alan Valenzuela, but his third goal of the night.
Got him his hat trick. By the way, I believe he back-footed that with his black shoe.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but we'll just go with it.
We're gonna go with that. The white shoe scored the goal a moment ago. The assist goes to the black shoe of Miguel Reyes.
9-5. Bombers leading it.
1:25 to play in this opening half. Boy, it's been an explosion all of a sudden offensively. 5 straight goals by the Amarillo Bombers. And from behind there, Francisco Rivas is going to be blue carded. And that's going to give a man advantage for the Bombers here for the final 1:17 of the first half.
And boy, would they like to pick up a big power play goal right here. That would give them a 5-goal advantage at the half.
So here come the Bombers trying to take advantage of the power play. Reyes drops it, and the shot, a save, not by the goalkeeper, but one of the defenders. I think that was Luis Martinez who kicked that one out of goal. And now that one's cleared out of bounds as Zarate made sure that one was cleared away. Woke up some fans over there on the far sideline. That shot partially blocked. I think Zarate got a foot on that attempt. 45 seconds left to go in this first half. Gonzalez sends it far side. .30 seconds to play in the first half. Alvidrez has it blocked back down the field by Gudachesi. 18 seconds left. Gonzalez shoots. Oh, he was actually crossing it for Reyes, who missed it. Valenzuela, can he get another one? No.
Knocked away by Jordan.
5 seconds left. See if they can get one more shot. 1 second left. Valenzuela at the buzzer. Misses it high. Bombers will still have 43 seconds for a man advantage to start the third quarter left in the penalty against Francisco Rivas. But we have reached halftime, and it was a 1-goal Colorado lead not that long ago, but the Bombers respond with 5 in a row, and they lead it 9-5 here at the break.
And the big news, Valenzuela with 3 goals in the first half, made it 2-0 in the first quarter with 7:37 to go, and then came back with a goal with 4:49 to go in the second quarter, and then the most recent goal at 1:37 to go. And Alvidrez also has picked up a goal tonight, and also Abel Elias and Miguel Reyes with 2 goals. 9:30 to go in the second quarter, and then 2:56 to go also in the second quarter, giving a 7-5 advantage. So it's halftime here at the Amarillo Civic Center Coliseum. Bombers in control of this one by a score of 9-5, and we'll be back after the halftime activities.
5. Jorge Gonzalez sending it to the far side. Valenzuela, Reyes, and a quick goal, and then against it, Sam Webb, the 15-year-old, gets the goal on the assist from Miguel Reyes, and that had to be, Phil, a planned play. I think they strategized that at halftime. We're going to put Sam in. We're going to put him right there next to the post. Going to get it to Miguel in the corner. He's going to cross it, and Sam, you're going to knock it in, and he did that. That is Chad Webb's son, 15-year-old Sam Webb, giving the Bombers a 5-goal lead now.
Probably doesn't shave and probably only has a driver's permit.
Probably only a couple of whiskers, yeah, that is something, though. Congratulations to Sam Webb.
And I know his granddad is over there and is very proud of that, too. So we got a collision over there between Reyes
and Campos.
Mm-hmm.
Campos gave him a little shot with the foot. And they're going to give him a card. And by the way, the Bombers scored that penalty on the power play to Sam Webb. Now they're going to get another power play opportunity here as they call Daniel Grimaldo Campos for the foul, and he gets the blue card.
You know, if they put Carrillo out there, this will be one of the youngest teams ever.
Absolutely. Sam Webb is back in on the power play.
He plays on the JV for Amarillo High. He's going to go tell the varsity guys tomorrow.
Guess what I did?
Yeah, or Monday, rather.
Webb botting up in the corner. Boy, more contact between Zarate and Miguel Reyes.
He's heading down there low again.
Yeah, and I said that was a planned play. Well, it really was because it was a power play, and that's where he's positioned. So it wasn't planned. And now Reyes getting it past Zuba for another goal and a very quick start. 2 power play goals to start the third quarter for the Amarillo Bombers.
I think he did that with a left black foot that time, if I'm not mistaken.
And maybe Zuba thought he was going to come back across to Sam Webb that time, but instead Reyes just kind of little pooch kick past Zuba for the goal.
And Reyes gets his hat trick, his 3rd goal of the game.
So Valenzuela with 3, and now Reyes with 3 for the Bombers.
7 consecutive goals for the Bombers since being down 5-4 at the 7:08 mark of the half.
They have just exploded since then. Inferno trying to make something positive happen here. Center it. That one is deflected, and Chavez able to come up with it.
Fredo Chavez, really, I like this guy. He is just, he's a good family man. I think he's got 2 or 3 children, works locally, and also is a graduate of Palo Duro. So he's been a very, very good citizen of this community.
You know, and what's great about this level of soccer is they're out there just for basically for the love of the game.
Right.
And you can tell it in their play.
They do get paid, except for Webb and
I know they
Carrillo.
get paid, but, you know, they're not making much.
I mean, but honestly, the high school kids can't get paid.
No, but at this level, I mean, the pay is not what you play for. No. You play because you want to be out there, you love the game, and it's fun still. Carrillo double-teamed in the corner. And a big-time shot turned away as Alvidrez wound up with that one, but Zuba able to punch it out. Foul whistled on the Bombers, so it belongs to the Inferno. Can't get off that 5-goal mark. And they just haven't had a whole lot of opportunities really since they went in front. It's just completely turned to the Bombers on both ends of the field.
Halftime score, the Wichita Wings 9, the New Mexico Runners 7. That's being played over at Rio Rancho.
Bombers with the takeaway. Olivas catches Zuba and puts it past him for the goal.
That may be one of the easiest goals Olivas ever had, and I don't know what happened to Zuba. He zoobed one way and it zoobed the other way.
Another goal for the Bombers. 12-5, they lead it. What has to be discouraging for the Inferno? They came in here and with nothing to lose, having not won on the season, and had fallen behind 3-0, and all of a sudden their offense came to life. And they ended up going in front 5-4, and they've been dominated by the Bombers since then.
By the way, for Olivas, that goal's his second of the game.
Outside with it is Gudachesi for the Inferno. Sends it across to Marcus Jordan. Jordan tries to slip it through everyone. Molina blocks that back out. Gudachesi sends it in the corner. And fortunately for the Bombers, nothing developed there as Chavez tried to cover it and missed it. But Valenzuela got it out, and now back the other way comes Treviso. Leads it for Molina. Off the boards, but Zuba played that one perfectly. Deep pass and a good one by Jordan. Inferno couldn't do anything with it, though. Reyes drops it for Valenzuela. Far side for Treviso. Comes back near side for Molina. Valenzuela in the corner takes it and loses it. Morales for the Inferno drops it back. They'll work it to Jordan. Zarate gets some help now from Justin Zuba. Middle of the field for Jimenez. Far side. Alvarado runs into traffic. Still stuck up against the boards. Bombers able to clear it away. Zarate goes down along with Treviso. And the blue card whistled against Zarate. He'll go to the penalty box. It'll be a man advantage for the Bombers.
By the way, Miguel Reyes got credit for the goal for the teenagers' first ever goal in M2 soccer. That now gives him 3 goals, 3 assists for the game. Treviso picked up the assist on the Reyes goal. He now has 2 for the night. And then Darius Cadell gets credit for the last goal by Olivas.
So penalty kick here for Treviso. And he gets finally around Zuba and hits it in with the left foot. And the Bombers go up by 8. That's 9 straight goals now for the Amarillo Bombers.
Starting to look a lot like last week, isn't it?
It is, and they're only 8 away from last week's total.
Treviso's second goal of the evening. Well, 5-4 since then. It's 9-0 run.
And we've got a timeout with 9:54 to go in this third quarter. And the Bombers running away from the Colorado Inferno at this point.
Didn't look like it earlier.
No.
Inferno came out and really played well, both defensively and more so offensively, because they were able to get the lead on the penalty kick, which is usually fairly easy to do, although you have a good goalkeeper that will keep you out. But since that time, it has just been all Bombers. And Bombers will be on the road next Friday night at Wichita. Should be a dandy game. Next home game for the Bombers will be on Sunday, February 19th at 6 o'clock And they'll be taking on, I believe, the Kansas Bandits. I'll have to take a look at my schedule. By the way, it'll also be my sister's 70th birthday.
On that February 19th?
Yep, and she'll no longer be able to say I'm in my 70s. She's joining me. Don't ask me why, but it just happens. So anyway, but lots of good stuff. Always check out the m2soccer.com. It's got all great information. Really, the thing has been updated since last year, and the information is very easy to get a hold of now. Yeah, it'll be the Bandits and the Bombers on Sunday, February 19th at 6 o'clock. If you're interested in tickets, go to panhandletickets.com. Like to have a big crowd for that. It'll be the next to last home game of the year. The final one will be on March 10th right here at the Amarillo Civic Center, and it'll be another matchups Friday night, March 10th, 7 o'clock against those New Mexico Runners. And, it looks like Bombers could be in the playoffs. They just missed the playoffs last year as they lost to the Wings on the final game of the year. So it's been an exciting brand of indoor soccer for the Bombers this year, and give them a lot of credit. They're in the lead in the Midwest Division.
And really looking strong at this point. They have been impressive in their last few games, very much so.
Picks to go 6-1 in this one, and barring a miraculous comeback by the Inferno.
All right, we go back to play after the timeout. That one sent in, and Chavez able to grab it. Sends it down to Goulbourne. Oh, he was looking for Gonzalez, and that would have been nice, but he just didn't handle it cleanly off his foot. So they'll try it one more time. From Chavez. Drop by Gonzalez. Conrad, top bins, goal Bombers.
That is Goulbourne's second goal of the night. And what a throw by Chavez downfield.
That's the second time we've seen him make a pinpoint accurate throw deep down the field. And the Bombers play it perfectly.
14-5, just 11 seconds after the previous goal. They get one again.
Amarillo pouring it on right now. Still 9:20 to go in this third quarter. Gudichesi will send it back to Zuba. Comes across midfield. Near side again, Gudichesi. Works it to Rivas. Tries to slide it through to his co-captain, Marcus Jordan. Had it go off his foot. And Bombers able to control it. Then they lose it again. Rivas battling for it. Finally controlled by Alvidrez for the Bombers. Phil, who is number 2 for the Bombers?
For the Bombers, let me get that for you. And that's going to be Eric Rodriguez.
Okay, I didn't have him on my sheet tonight.
Yep.
In there for Amarillo now. Oh, that one goes a little high.
And back beyond the goal. 8:19 left here in the third quarter. Bombers in control of this one, 14-5. Changes out on the field for the Inferno. Play out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, and the soccer house up there.
Couple of new faces out there. Miguel Sanchez is in for the Bombers. He wears number 16. Here's Rodriguez, Eric Rodriguez, trying to maneuver through 2 defenders. Carrillo comes to help and takes it away. Boy, I think Carrillo plowed over. And that's going to be a foul and a blue card. That'll go against host Josue Jimenez, and he will go to the penalty. Oh, no, it's not Jimenez, sorry. I couldn't tell, Phil, as he went in what number that was.
Yeah, let me check for you.
He's looking.
Yeah, he's got his back to us. It's the fluffy hair guy. Oh, what did I mark marked down.
So power play for the next 2 minutes for the Bombers. Here's Valenzuela to Rodriguez, Treviso, Reyes, Sam Webb still in there on the power play. 5 against 4 soccer. So far, Sam's held his own. He is camping out at that post.
Skinny legs and all.
Just a freshman. And very nearly had another one. And Zuba looks like he hurt himself on that stretch there.
And Zuba is a much bigger man than the young teenager.
Sam Webb off of Zuba, gets it with the left foot for the goal.
He slipped behind Zuba. I don't think Zuba noticed it. He went there, and it got to him to the right side of the goal, and he sticks it in with the left foot. 2 goals for Sam Webb.
Yeah, that's got to feel great for the youngster and really for the rest of the Bombers. They have been very supportive, it looks like. And he gets a lot of congratulations as he comes off. Got to change it. Goalkeeper now, Casey Baker, will come on to replace Fredo Chavez for Amarillo. 7:01 to go in this third quarter. And a 15-5 lead. That's 11 straight goals for the Bombers. Trailed 5-4. But a 10-goal advantage now. That's what this team can do. They can, when the offense kicks into high gear, they can blow teams out and do it quickly.
And they give the assist on Webb's goal to David Treviso. That is his 3rd assist of the night. And for Goulburn's goal, they give the assist to Jorge Gonzalez, his 2nd assist of the night. 7:01 to go here in the third quarter, and the Bombers in charge of this one, 15-5. They outscored New Mexico last week 21-14, so that means they're averaging 18 goals through one game and a little over a half, maybe 3/4, something like that, 3/4, 4/5, 3/5, I don't know. But anyway, it's been, you know what would be neat? I'd like to see Carrillo and Webb out there at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. That would be
a lot of fun. And attention, please, Avery Roden, if you'd like to get signed up real quick, we'll really make it a teenage line. What do you think there?
Avery had a little hip flexor strain in today's match, so for the Tascosa Rebels, he went out in the second half. He had a problem with his hip flexor about a year ago. Got that taken care of, but it hadn't been a problem at all until today.
By the way, when did he tell you that he wanted to pursue soccer as his sport?
I don't know. It started very young at the Kids Inc. level here in Amarillo. And
great organization.
He did play 2 seasons of flag football and enjoyed that, but just has never taken to anything. He also played in middle school basketball, but just has always loved soccer the most. And I tell you, he has turned me into a soccer fan, that's for sure. Oh, big collision there. And that is going to be, who are they going to call that on? It's going to be against the Bombers.
Yeah.
Treviso.
No blue card, though,
no.
Fortunately.
It didn't look like anything intentional. It just slammed together.
Going to get a free kick to the right side of the arc.
It'll be taken by Marcus Jordan. Sends it far side, and the goal slipping it past the defender and Casey Baker for the Inferno as they finally get off that 5-goal mark, and that is
number 8.
I'll let you pronounce that.
Yeah, here we go. Seth Schiefelbein.
All right.
That's what he told me. I'm sticking with it.
You just rolled that right off. I'd have stumbled all over that. Schiefelbein with the goal.
And it breaks up a
11-0 run.
Yep.
Tell you what, Darius Cadell almost got a goal right there, and Zuba is hurt. As I don't know if it was the shot by Cadell or if He collided with someone. But he's still down on one knee.
Referee is checking on him. He's getting up a little bit slowly. He's a tall man. Looks like he's about 6'1", 6'2". Yep, he's okay. Crowd gives him some applause, which they should do on anybody that gets hurt.
Yeah, it looks like he just got shaken up a little bit. He's trying to work the kinks out now. 6:38 to go in the third quarter. Bombers with a healthy lead. Here's Goulbourne in front, and it's turned away by Zuba with the left hand. Carrillo runs it down for the Bombers and gets it back after losing it. Sidesteps a defender, goes into the boards, pops right back up. Rivas with it. Sends it across. Zuber goes back the other way to Jordan. Jordan sends it deep into the corner. Run down by Valenzuela. Rivas giving chase. Comes up with it, centers it, and the goal. I think that is Zarate who slipped that one in. No, it may be. Well, I don't know, Phil. Can't tell. Good. Is it? Yeah, number 4. It is Zarate. Alan Ariza Zarate. So, a couple of goals here in the last few minutes by the Colorado Inferno. Cut the lead down to 8, 15-7, with 5:50 to play in the third. Treviso sends it in to Molina. Molina gets it ahead. Rodriguez dropped it for him. Couldn't get it. Jordan. Well, before that, we've got a foul on the Bombers as Alvarado went down just outside the yellow line. Bombers send it out quickly. Here's Treviso to Rodriguez. He couldn't handle it. It kind of went behind him or through his legs, one of the two. Scheffelbein goes left side. Send it up for Gudicesi. Goes left for Rivas. Valenzuela, nice job to get it past the defender, or past the offensive player for Colorado. And a takeaway. Here's Miguel Reyes on a breakaway. Caught up from behind and takes out Zuba again.
But I think a lot of that had to do, I think somebody knocked him into him, and it might be one of the other Bombers.
Let's see what they... And they're going to blue card Zuba. I don't know that I agree with that necessarily, but...
I agree. He was just trying to defend his territory.
And as you said, it looked like, well, one of the other players knocked Reyes into him.
I think that's a backup goaltender coming in. He's dressed in all green. Looks like a spacesuit of some sort.
Casey Gasson.
One of those aliens from Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah, we're not too far from Roswell. Yeah. So Gasson will replace Zuba now. Zuba still arguing his case. Not going to do much good, but I don't blame him. So Treviso now with the penalty kick. .428 left here in the third. Poor Marcus Jordan is not happy. I mean, he is letting the referee know it. There's the whistle. Here's Treviso. Will lay it off, and that is a goal. And unfortunately, Alvidrez is injured on the play. He got the goal.
And ran into the boards.
Yeah, he hit hard. Looks like he's holding his knee. So Kevin Alvidrez gets the point for the Bombers to make it 16-7. Going to have to get the trainer out to check on him with 4:24 to go in this third quarter.
Alvidrez picks up his second goal of the day.
Rolls over on his back now. Are working on the knee. Another big night of goals for the Bombers, and trainer will help Kevin up off the field, and he's going to be okay, it looks like, walking off without any problem.
Not a whole lot of padding on those things, is it?
I don't think there's a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carrillo got knocked into the boards down here on the other end a few minutes ago, and you just kind of hold your breath and hope that's not going to injure a player, but it's part of the game, obviously, here in this indoor soccer game.
And of course, they do give Treviso an assist on that. That is his fourth assist of the night.
So he's had a good night in that department for sure. That keep the totals as scoring, so assist counts for a point. The drop by Reyes. Here's Molina loose. Can't get the shot away, so he will drop it himself. Now Cadell has it taken away. Bombers try to regain possession, but goes to the Inferno. Morales to Scheffelbein. Now they send it down the field. Can't control it, though. It's out of bounds and will belong to the Bombers. Treviso dribbles it down the field. Jorge Gonzalez comes to Baker, who crosses midfield to Goulbourne. Outside, nice move by Gonzalez. He shoots wide of the mark. Molina with the rebound. Cadell back out to Gonzalez. Nice move by Gonzalez around defenders. And shoots high and out of play.
Update, and by the way, I said the game was played in New Mexico. It's actually being played in Wichita. 13-10 Wings, 3:34 left in the third.
So that one's had a few goals too. In fact, the same amount of goals as our game. But the Bombers have a 16-7 lead here. Zarate with it for the Inferno, double teamed. Carrillo gets it out. Rivas holds it in. Bombers wrestle it away again. Cadell ahead for Goulbourne. Conrad off the boards. Rivas very nearly got an old goal there. Zuba is back in now, in goal. Nice tackle on the near side by Luis Martinez. Conrad, though, with the takeaway for the Bombers. Sends it right side for Gonzalez. Or now, actually, here is Gonzalez from Alvidrez, who is back on for the Bombers after being shaken up a moment ago. No, it's not Alvidrez. It's Miguel Sanchez, 16. That shot goes wide. Taken by Rivas, who runs it down, but Reyes out-wrestles him for the ball. 1:35 left in the third. No whistles.
A little extra kick over there.
Well, they didn't hear a whistle, so they assumed the ball was still in play, and finally the whistle came late. Foul will go against the Bombers. Free kick here for the Inferno. Justin Zuba just keeps coming forward. He's winding up for a possible shot. Sends it left. Bombers try to get it back down the field. Here's Carrillo racing back. And Zuba. Oh, then he just flat tackles him.
Yeah, it may be football, but that was a tackle in football.
Yeah, that was a football tackle, an American football tackle.
I guess there was nothing wrong with that.
Can you tell that Jaime Carrillo's pretty speedy?
Yes.
He is
Quick.
lightning fast.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Bombers leading it 16-7.
Zuba sends it in to Rivas. Can't control it. Goldborn clears it, and it stays in play. Actually, Rivas sends it to Zuba. He takes it inside to Campos. Back to Rivas. Rivas leaves it for Scheffelbein. Blocked away by the Bombers. 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Zuba has it blocked. Rivas will run it down. 5 seconds left. They get it into Campos. And he's whistled for the foul. 0.4 of a second left. See if the Bombers can direct it. And they do. Does that count?
We're going to see. I don't see an indication from either yay or nay. I don't think it had time, but...
And I'm not even sure which Bomber kicked it. Was it Sanchez? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out when we get those official scores. They haven't put it up there, and I'm not sure what the rule is. He did get it off prior to the buzzer, but I don't know if it has to go across. So, anyway.
So it stays 16-7 at the end of the third period. The Amarillo Bombers leading the Colorado Inferno.
Baker's FC Cedar Rapids, Iowa. They're tied 6-all in the first overtime with 4:45 to go, and that's a pretty good battle up there in that Midwest division. Or excuse me, the Northern Division. This is the Midwest Division with the Bombers and the Colorado Inferno. West Division is off this week. Next week, Bombers Friday night over at Wichita, which we last were looking at. Let's see, they still 13-9. They're in the third quarter.
I thought you said it was 13-10 earlier.
Well, I know it, and then they changed it. Well, it may not be updated on the top of it. Now, it is updated now, 14-10 with 1:26 left in the third. So I guess the screen across doesn't give you the up-to-date score.
So a good one going on there.
By the way, Casey Baker in at goal in relief of Fredo Chavez, and he's got the orange top on.
Alan Valenzuela will send it up to Baker. Conrad on the give and go to Darius Cadell. Trapped along the boards. Cadell with the foul on Jordan, I believe. About breaks his arm trying to help him up, but does help him up.
Darius is one of those guys, got a strong upper body, so I think he works out a little bit with weights too, it looks like.
Yeah. Here's Jordan, little chip shot, and that is broken up and very nearly a goal. That's a nice play by David Treviso of the Bombers, saving a goal there, helping out his goalkeeper, Casey Baker. Boy, that was about as close as you could get.
Yeah, he saved it and almost put it in too.
Yeah. Ishmael Morales is on now, midfielder for the Inferno. That one popped high into the air, trying to bring it down. They do hold possession. Jimenez stops, dumps it off, shot from outside, and a goal. Strong kick for the goal. And that will go to Ishmael Morales, correct, Phil?
Number 6.
Yep. Morales had time and space and drilled it. 16-8 with 13-18 left to play in this fourth quarter.
Again, giving Casey Baker some opportunities. He doesn't get to play much, obviously, and over the last few years, but he's there just in case something happens to Fredo Chavez.
The goalkeeper in my son's match earlier today for Tascosa got hurt. Here's Carrillo. Can't get a clear look at it. Reyes holds it in momentarily. Nice job to take it away by Valenzuela, but Dorian Hill, who's on now for the Inferno, also with good defense. Julio Molina with it for the Bombers. Off the boards for Reyes, but couldn't do anything with that one. Good to see Alvidrez back on after he was shaken up earlier. Reyes turns, but Zuba up to the task with a great save. That was a tough one. Valenzuela gives chase now, double teamed. As we move under 12 minutes, Rivas comes out of the pack with it. Sends it ahead for Hill. Alvidrez to Reyes for Valenzuela. Could get a shot away. Rivas comes back the other way. Goes across the field, was looking for Alvarado, but it was behind him. Still gets it. Rivas tried to head that one in, but missed it.
Bombers got to try to get this out of their zone right now.
Up, can't do it. Rivas, oh, the save by Baker.
That may be his best ever.
And he paid for it. He's still down on one knee. Here's Carrillo on the other end, and Zuba with the save. Gonzalez in another save by Justin Zuba.
Back-to-back great saves by both goalkeepers.
And Baker still shaken up.
I don't know, but that might not have hit him right in the chest or the head area, or maybe the throat.
I think it was lower than that, Phil. I think it was down around the groin area.
That do hurt.
And he is struggling to get back up.
10:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Bombers leading it by a score of 16-8. And fans, don't forget, next home game will be Sunday, February 19th, 6 o'clock, not 2 o'clock as it normally is. And they'll be taking on the Kansas Bandits. Yep, out of Dodge City, Kansas.
I like that 6 o'clock start time a little better. I can get my nap, my Sunday afternoon nap in.
That's true. Yeah, right after church. Got to have that nap.
Absolutely. You know, you hit the 50s and 60s, and boy, you know, it's nap time.
Yes, sir.
Well, again, Inferno led this one 5-4, but ever since then it has been pretty much all the Amarillo Bombers, even though the Inferno still out there fighting. But it's an 8-goal lead for the Bombers.
Last week they were down to the runners 4-1 and made a huge comeback in that one.
They got off to a quicker start tonight, but then lost the lead after jumping out to, what was it, a 3-0 lead?
3-0 lead, and it was tied up 3-3, and then it was 4-3, and then tied up 4-4.
And then that's when the Inferno took their only lead tonight. Oh, that's a hard check there. Sanchez.
Marcus Jordan.
On Jordan, yeah. No blue card, though, just a foul on the Bombers' Miguel Sanchez. Jordan with a deep kick into the corner.
Battle down in the corner.
Big time battle.
Yeah, Baker getting out, trying to get to that ball.
Trying to get possession of it. He turns that shot away. Bombers can't clear it out, though. Sanchez takes the pass away, but the Inferno hold it in. Finally, Alvidrez with an acrobatic kick to get it out of there.
Back kick, it looked like to me.
Oh, I guess it was Sanchez, though, 16, not
okay.
18.
Sorry.
Hard to tell those numbers apart.
A ballet movement.
Yeah, that had a little flavor to it there.
Flair.
Flair, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, flair.
Lone Star Ballet is looking for more dancers.
Yeah, I guess so. Got one there. Sanchez gets it up to Gonzalez. Jorge Gonzalez for the Bombers. Oh, tried to slip it through to Alvidrez, but it's deflected away. Eric Rodriguez couldn't get that one. Sanchez going to be whistled for another foul.
Fans, don't forget the Bombers in action Friday night at Wichita. And I guess you can follow them on m2soccer.com and also the Wichita Wings Facebook Live page, I would assume, and maybe their YouTube channel, but definitely m2soccer.com.
Zuba comes way up, goes to Jordan on the near side. He shoots wide of the mark. Molina can't clear it. Get it into Rivas, but he's double teamed.
By the way, we want to give credit to Logan Clark, our photographer, taking care of business on showing you all these nice pictures for you. He's become quite the soccer cameraman, hasn't he?
He sure has. He'll be working for us on Monday night on our high school soccer video stream.
And he worked Amarillo College Badger baseball earlier today.
Durante will drop it back for Scheffelbein.
7:50 to go here in the fourth.
Coming up on a timeout as we get to the midway point of this second period, or fourth period. I'm glad it's not the second. It is the fourth. 16-8. Bombers in control. Eric Rodriguez sends it down. And Carrillo pokes it forward and gets the goal. He just has such a knack for getting loose. Jaime Carrillo, the senior at Paladuro High School, with his first goal of the night.
So Carrillo gets into the scoring parade.
Just love to watch that young man. 17-8 now. Bombers with the lead. 7:27 to go in the fourth. And we've got a timeout on the field. Ready to go back to play here after the timeout, midway through this fourth quarter. Sam Webb has been on a couple of times. He's the 15-year-old son of head coach Chad Webb of the Bombers. But he's come in both times on power plays for Amarillo, but he is in now as the teams are at full strength. He will play out front, it looks like, as a forward.
Looks like a boy among men out there.
Well,
he
is.
Yeah.
But I tell you, he's definitely a skilled player, or he wouldn't be suited out, wouldn't be a part of the Amarillo High junior varsity team.
Well, Chad, his dad, of course, the head coach, and his mom, Joy, have known them for a long, long time. Raised a good son there.
That one high up into the crowds on the deflection.
Almost to the top of the Civic Center and the outside door.
Remember one time we saw one go outside the door on the top of the opposite side. That one almost made it.
Except the door was closed.
Deflection. Webb keeps it alive, but the Inferno hold it in.
By the way, check out the Facebook page of the Amarillo Bombers. Lots of good information about games. Also, they got some specials with our sponsors. So check that out.
Jimenez for the Inferno goes right side for Campos. Daniel Grimaldo Campos. Oh, and he It's hit hard. Little hand check by Molina. And the foul called. Oh, it very nearly a beautiful goal on that restart there. Webb falls down. That was Alan Zarate. Very nearly got a beauty of a goal a moment ago for the Inferno, but not able to steer it in. He hit it just short and a little wide.
Update for Wichita, 8:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Wings leading the Runners 17-10.
So pulling away a little bit. That'll be the second straight loss for the New Mexico Runners. They fell to the Bombers last week. So Webb checks out, and now Eric Rodriguez is back on. Treviso for the Bombers. Able to hang on to it. Shot blocked. Valenzuela comes up with it for Amarillo. Now back the other way. Jimenez for the Inferno.
With this win today, it'll be a 6-1 record. They'll be tied with the Chihuahua team out of the West Division for the best record in M2.
And that only loss, of course, to New Mexico, which they avenged last week with a win over the Runners. So it has been one heck of a season for the Bombers. What do they feel about midway through, or maybe a little bit more?
Yeah, there's 12 games total, so this is game number 7. So they got 5 more to go. 2 here, 3 on the road.
Well, Campos really much too aggressive there.
Got a blue card coming.
And it will be a blue card. It's just really not a need for it. Not sure why he would be that aggressive.
Well, here comes Sam Webb back in. Guess where he's going?
He's going to camp right near that post
next to Gasson.
Yeah, Casey Gasson in goal for the Inferno. Here's Miguel Reyes, turned away by Gasson. Gonzalez to Reyes. Scheffelbein tries to clear it out. Rivas gets it for the Inferno, back the other way. And gets through everyone, but Baker makes a terrific save. Webb drops it for Valenzuela. Across for Reyes. Back to Valenzuela, and Jordan with a great kick away for the Inferno.
And Webb stations himself down to the right of the goal.
Back out with it is Jorge Gonzalez. Tried to slide it through. Treviso had it blocked away. Gonzalez retrieves it. 1 minute left to go in the penalty opportunity. Power play.
You know, if I told you Chad Webb would have more goals than Jaime Carrillo, you wouldn't have taken that.
You mean Sam Webb?
Sam Webb.
Yeah.
Well, Chad's his nickname.
Chad's the dad.
Chad's the dad and Sam's the son.
No, you're right. I would not have believed that.
Yeah.
I like the way they've used him, though. They've gotten him in on the power play opportunities. That gives him a little bit of confidence. And there we've got a blue card. I don't know what that was about. That's on Miguel Reyes.
Well, that means Chad Webb will come off.
You mean Sam? You're going to have to work on that.
Webby. I'm just going to call him Webby. That'll help. I just like Gasson because he looks like he's wearing a full astronaut suit over there in green. 3:47 to go, 17-8. Well, anyway, it's a great story for Sam Webb.
Yeah, it is.
And I know his granddad's very proud of him.
That he's getting the opportunity. So we've got a 2-minute penalty on the Bombers and still 48 seconds left to go on the penalty against the Inferno. Gasson comes way up. Rivas goes far side. Gets it to Zarate. Down to Jordan. Off the boards, in front. They get around Baker. Wow, then the bicycle kick very nearly went in.
Yeah, and a nice save over there by the Bombers.
Looked like that ball went out of play, and they didn't stop it. Now I guess they're going to.
Alan Valenzuela is the one that made a nice kick away, the one that you thought may have gone out of bounds. But
going to be a corner kick now for Jordan. And Baker plays that well off the boards.
Well, Baker, when he came in, gave up 2 early goals, but since then he's really been playing terrific defense in the goals.
He's made some nice saves. Chessie drops it back. Last few seconds of the penalty against the Inferno. They are back to full strength now. Well, the header very nearly went in off the boards. Jordan can't get it through.
And Valenzuela playing good defense back there within the arc.
52 seconds left in the penalty against the Bombers. So Inferno still a man up as Baker tries to clear it out, but Scheffelbein picks off the pass, shoots wide of the mark, and that is out of play.
2:31 left here in the fourth quarter, and the Bombers will go to 6-1 on the season and extend Inferno to 5-game losing streak to start this season.
I tell you what, Colorado came to play. They've had their moments tonight, just not enough of them.
Always admire a team that's, down and out a little bit and keeps trying.
I agree, and they've done that tonight. But the Bombers have played well. They've had to. Baker turns that shot away. That was a nice effort by Morales. But Baker just makes the save. That hits Scheffelbein in the derriere.
I'm going to have to find out how old Casey is because I know he's in his 30s.
Back to full strength.
Man, what a
The old man makes a great save there as the teams are now at full strength.
Here it is. You're in your 60s. I'm 74, and we're calling him an old man.
Yeah, that's not right, is it?
Here comes Sam Webb back on the field.
The 15-year-old son of head coach Chad Webb, if you're just joining us. 1:40 left to play, and Bombers with a big lead. They have pulled away after falling behind by a goal in this game, 5-4.
Had another little WT connection last night in Amarillo High boys basketball beating Tascosa. Zach Brown and TJ Brown, sons of the WT men's basketball coach Tom Brown. Boy, they had a good game in their win over Tascosa. Zach Brown, 15 points.
Yeah, and we were talking about how, Sam Webb is the son of the head coach. Well, Amarillo High starts 4 coaches' sons.
Yeah.
If you can believe that.
Cooper Pillion, the son of head coach Jason Pillion. Braden Hassan, the son of assistant coach Benji Hassan, and also his mother, Stephanie, who played at the University of Texas. Don't forget that.
And then, of course, the 2 Browns, as you mentioned. And then we also, in that game, had T.J. Tillman's the son of an assistant coach at Tascosa.
That's right.
Football coach, but a good athlete, Tate Tillman. So we had them all over the place last night, have one in today's match here for the Amarillo Bombers. Final minute and a half. Alan Valenzuela's had another nice day for the Bombers. He sends it across. Here is Rodriguez, or Gonzalez rather, Jorge Gonzalez.
Oh, they're both in, Jaime and Sam.
So the youngsters out there for the Bombers. The high school senior, Jaime Carrillo. The high school freshman, Sam Webb. Foul on the far side against the Bombers. Under a minute to play. 59.9 seconds left. Casey Gasson comes across midfield. Can't get everyone situated where he wants. Now we'll go down in the corner. That goes up off, out of play. Valenzuela with the deep pass. Carrillo runs it down on the near side. Down to 20 seconds left.
How about a teenager-to-teenager goal assist?
Going to run out of time, I think, before that's going to happen. Under 10 seconds to play now. Send it in, and how about that header attempt by Valenzuela? That almost went in, and that will do it. Final score 17-8. The Amarillo Bombers with another impressive performance tonight. We wondered if they might not have a little bit of a letdown after the big win over the New Mexico Runners in the battle for first place last week. And of course, another matchup coming up next week, but no letdown tonight. The Inferno had the lead at 5-4, and that's when the Bombers lifted off. Yeah,
yes,
or exploded, probably, I guess, a better way to put it.
Yeah, that was a penalty kick by Marcus Jordan at the 7:08 mark of the second quarter. It was 5-4 at that point, and looked like Colorado was really going to give a hard time to the Bombers. And after that, it went crazy. Alvidrez, Valenzuela, Reyes, Goulburn with a goal, and then also Valenzuela once again with 1:37 to go in the half. It was 9-5 at the half, and come out there, you got a power play situation, and the youngster, the son of head coach Chad Webb, Sam Webb, comes in, 15 years, gets a power play goal at the 14:49 mark, makes it 10-5. Another power play goal by Reyes, and they're off to the races. And the final score, believe it or not, we only had one goal for each team in the fourth period. The final score is 17-8, 6-1 for the Bombers, 0-5 for the Inferno. And leading tonight, Miguel Reyes had 3 goals and 3 assists in the game. Also 3 goals and an assist for Valenzuela. Treviso had a couple of goals and 4 assists tonight. And also Sam Webb with a couple of power play goals, and Jaime Carrillo with a goal, and an overall good effort for the Bombers once again. But it doesn't get any easier in the Midwest Division. They will take off, play Friday night, 7 o'clock at the Wichita Wings. And the last time, I'll check that final score before we get out of here, and it's right near the end. It should go final, and it just did. Final score, Wichita 17 and the New Mexico Runners 10. So that means Wichita is coming off a win. Both teams coming off a win. That's going to be a great matchup in Wichita Friday night.
Yeah, it sure will. That'll be a good test for the Bombers. And I'll tell you, Phil, if they continue to play at this level, I think they can go up there and win at Wichita, but that's never easy to do. So it'll be another fun battle, and we'll see how that one goes. Then the Bombers, as you said, back home on the 19th of February against the Kansas Bandits.
6 o'clock on that time as opposed to 2 o'clock. And then the final home game is March 10th, I believe, against the New Mexico Runners. Well, it's been a dandy time once again. On behalf of Mike Roden, our play-by-play announcer, this is Phil Woodall saying good night from the Amarillo Civic Center Coliseum. Your final score, the Amarillo Bombers 17 and the Colorado Inferno 8. Bombers are now 6-1. Inferno fall to 0-5. Good night from Amarillo, Texas. Thank you for joining us.